Hello and welcome to another tutorial on my channel, Create by Kay. My hook size is 3.5 millimeter, and for this pattern I go and chain multiple of 2. First I start with my slip knot, and now I chain 1, 2. Again 1, 2, and like this until I reach the amount of chains that I need for my project. I will stop here. Now for row 1 I go in each chain with my hook, make a loop and keep that loop on my hook. I already have the loop for the first chain. Now I go with my hook to the second chain, grab the yarn, pull through, make the loop. I just do like this to make sure they are the same height. Now I go with my finger right there to hold the loops. Now I move to the next chain, grab the yarn, and again I do like this. And again go with my finger to keep my loops on my hook. I go to the next chain and make a loop, and like this in each chain. And the last one. And now to complete row 1, I grab the yarn and pull through the first loop, and all the time I lose the loop, which is this one. I lose this loop. I grab the yarn, pull through that loop, and then the next loop I lose this one. Again grab the yarn, pull through that loop and the next one, that loop and the next one, all the way. Row 2, I lose this loop just a little bit, and now I don't go to the first one, I go to the second one like this. And now to the third loop. Right here is a bump. I'll go on that bump. I grab the yarn and I just pull a loop on that bump. Again I go to the next one like this, and to the next one I go to the bump and grab the yarn and make a loop on the bump. Again to the next one and the bump, where I make a loop. And I just repeat. And now to the last one, I go on this loop and then the other one. I grab the yarn and make a loop. To complete row 2 is exactly in the same way how I complete row 1. I grab the yarn and pull through the first loop, lose the loop right here. Now I grab the yarn, pull through that loop and the next one, lose the loop, and I pull through the loops. For row 3, I lose the loop again, and now I find the second loop, which is this one, and I go right here on the bump and I make a loop. Let me see if yes, I'm right there, and I make a loop. And now to the next one I go like this, and to the next I go into the bump and make a loop like this. To the next one, and to the next one I find the bump and make a loop, and again. And I go right here, grab the yarn, and I make a loop. And to complete, it's gonna be in the same way how I complete row 1 and 2. And now I go and repeat row 2, and when I'm finished with row 2 I'll go and repeat row 3. So for row 2 I lose the loop, I find the second loop, and then to the third one I go on the bump and I make a loop, move to the next one, and then the bump, the next one, and the bump, and all the way. And make the loop right here. And I complete now the row in the same way. And I go and repeat row 3. Lose the loop. Now I find the bump. I go and make a loop right there. Then I go on this loop, and then the bump. See my nail. And then I go right there and the bump. And I keep repeating this. And make the loop right there, and then I complete. Pull through the loops, and I keep going, repeating row 2 and 3.